Hey there, fellow wet shavers. Brian here with the Wet Shave Experience. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're new here, thanks for joining. Hope you like what you see and consider subscribing below. Really it'd help the channel out. Those of you that have been here before, thanks for coming back and appreciate the support. We're at 144 subscribers, so we're closing in on 150, so appreciate everybody's help in getting there. All right, so today I am going to be using Declaration Grooming's Original and the matching splash with that. This is a basic, I don't want to say basic, but this is a kind of a standard staple scent. Here you go. Bergamot and sandalwood. And it smells really good to me. Nice, fresh, little citrusy. If you read Scott's description on the website, it is inspired by Jean-Luc Picard. He said this is a scent that he imagined Jean-Luc Picard would be wearing on the deck of the Enterprise, and a scent that would be worn by like a diplomat in a big negotiation. So hopefully we have a diplomat, somebody who's more diplomatic in our Oval Office now. So maybe he's wearing something like that. So anyways, I really like sandalwood, bergamot. It's a nice mix. We are all lathered up and ready to go. So I find it to be a very, very nice scent. I like it very, very much. And you know, it's simple yet straightforward, yet smells really nice. I'd say the scent strength on this is about a medium. I'd say a 4 or 5. It's not overly powerful in the scent strength, but that's fine. We'll see what that's like on a splash. And then today I am going to be using the charcoal goods every day. So the last 2 days, if you've tuned in, on Monday, David loaned me a charcoal goods level 1 and level 2 brass razor with the level 1 and level 2 plates and the stinger handle. So today I own the everyday razor, which so far I have not found to be to my liking. Big difference with this is the handle is hollow. Obviously this is stainless steel and the other was brass, but it's a hollow handle, so it's definitely not near as heavy as the level 1 and level 2 that I was using with the brass stinger handle. And then, so what I've seen some folks say, I don't remember if it was on Facebook or in one of the comments on a video when I used it before, was that it's supposed to be like a 1.5. But to me, from my recollection, I really found that, to me anyways, it seemed to have more blade feel than even the level 2. I saw John Shaves use one yesterday in his video. He thought it was really mild. He compared it somewhat to the Mercure 34C with a little bit more blade feel. So my impressions maybe are a little different, I guess, but I'm gonna give it another go since I just used the level 1 and level 2 and kind of see where we're at. All right, so I'm gonna wet the face when we get started. Hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. Inauguration day yesterday, used my Honest Abe, and I think what I was most happy to see really overall was that there was no real violence anywhere, huge protests, or anything crazy going on. Seems like a pretty smooth transition of power after all, which I think is what I was most happy about. Milk steak base is fantastic. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll have seen that I own quite a bit of Declaration. I think the two that I have most of in my den at this point are First Line and turn the water on here a little bit for a second, warm up my sink. Declaration Grooming and First Line Shave. I like both those bases, and most of the scents I've gotten, Declaration Grooming scents are a little bit more out there sometimes, and the descriptions are out there sometimes, but and he doesn't always put specific scent notes in there. But anyways, all right, so the other thing I noticed though when John was shaving, he had it at a steeper angle than I had been shaving at, so I'm gonna try that. Maybe that's part of my problem. Maybe it was somewhat technique, so I'm gonna try that. I kind of had it more like, 30 degrees. He had it more like this. So if I do that, I definitely get less blade feel than if I'm like that. I've probably nicked myself more with this razor than any other razor that I've used. So I think that's kind of where for some reason, my bad experiences come in with this razor. I'm trying to consciously think about not putting a lot of pressure. That's something that, as a newer shaver, I think I need to be aware of. Is letting the I mean, there's got to be a little bit of pressure, but letting the razor and the blade do the work. See if I can shave. You know, if my sight was better and the screen were a little bit bigger, I could probably shave right into the camera, but I use my iPhone. And then, as my son says, I talk to myself. I thought the level 1 base plate was really smooth, very intuitive, easy for me. I enjoyed it. I was able to shave without really thinking a whole lot about shaving. When I got to the level 2, especially when I got into the second and third pass, I definitely noticed more blade feel. Not a ton, but enough. And I definitely felt like I needed to pay more attention to what I was doing and concentrate more on the actual shave. So I'm feeling a little bit better about this today. I think maybe the angle that I'm using is a little different. But I think the second and third pass were kind of the telltale passes for me on this razor. I think what John did, if I remember right, he actually switched out the handle and put a different handle on it because he didn't like the hollow handle. I was kind of watching his video and trying to do something with the kids, so I didn't get it. But I'll link his video below, John Shays, if you haven't checked out his channel. He does both DE and straight razor shaves and all kinds of other stuff. Shaving apparatuses. He is also a big fan of milk steak. He's got a lot of declaration. All right, against the grain here. I'm really enjoying this bergamot sandalwood scent. You know, I've never puffed my cheek out like that, but I saw, I was watching a live shave yesterday from David from Hub City, and he puffs his cheek out when he does that. Let's try that a little bit. Do you guys do that? There's all kinds of ways you can try to stretch your skin. So like the level 1 and level 2, there's really no blade overhang on the everyday. In fact, I think the top cap on the, let's see, on the level 1 and level 2 might be No, they're the same. I was thinking it was wider, but it's not. There they are comparison-wise. So they're the same width. Sorry, kind of hard to show that on the camera. Anyways, you can see there's no overhang. The blade stops right there, and then the tab is hidden under the top cap. So that could be important to some people. I've never, the carve has the tab overhang. I've never clipped myself with it or anything, so I've never had a problem with that. But I know some people don't like that and prefer that the tab is not exposed. Okay, not a bad second pass. I just sprayed myself in the eyes. And I'm using the PAA Amber Aerolite brush. I tell you that, so an area that I have not invested much money in so far in this hobby, because there's a lot you could, right, has been in brushes. You know, I remember when I first started, I really was like gung-ho on getting like a Paladin, and this was kind of before I had a lot more information, but you know, the Paladin, at least initially, was like, ooh, that brush, I gotta get one of those. Which, they're nice brushes, but I think I would maybe choose differently if I was gonna get a high-end brush like that at this point. And I actually had messaged Ken, Shave326, who's on a little bit of a hiatus right now. 2 days in a row, no video. What are we gonna do? He hits a year of videos and he's gone. Anyways, hopefully he'll be back soon. Although he did do a video for Yates Precision Manufacturing razors. So if you miss him, check him out over there. And check out their YouTube channel. What was I saying? Oh, brushes. So, but I remember Ken was kind of one of the first people that I reached out to and talked a lot to when I first started. And I had asked for his advice on brushes because he had a lot of nice ones. And he told me honestly is that I would get the PAA synthetic brush. And so I did. I got the Amber Aerolite, and then I also have the Starcraft. And they've worked out extremely well for me. I do have the One Heritage collection, which is a Badger, and it's a gel tipped. Neil treated the tips for me on that. And it's a really nice brush. It's really cool looking. But I just find the whole having to soak it before, remember to put it in water, and I really just I just feel like I get a more consistent lather with my synthetic brushes. Now, I don't know if that's just not enough practice. So I definitely am feeling I'm riding the top cap a little bit more through the chin area of the against the grain. So anyways, maybe at some point, I do see some really super nice brushes out there, and I don't know what I would go with if I got a high-end, super expensive brush at this point. But anyways, just an area that I felt like it's not a need for me. Well, I mean, a lot of this is not a need, let's be honest with you, right? I mean, if we're talking about need, I guess get some Pro Rosso and the 34C or Cure 34C and be done with it. But anyways, you know, just been happy with the performance of the synthetic, so that's where I'm at with the brushes. So I'm gonna rinse the face. You know, for me in the beginning here, I've been more interested in software and then razors. You know, I was never really into fragrance before, and so like a lot of the scent notes, like I'm just not familiar with. I don't know, you know, what does this smell like? What does that smell like? And so for me, it's just been acquiring software and then trying different things. And you know, I had no idea what an aquatic smelled like, or a cipher smelled like, or a fern, which is a fougere, right? So like, I don't even know what a fougere is. And you know what? There's so many different types of fougeres, or soaps that are called fougeres that have different smells. So, you know, within a category, there's a lot of differentiation. But anyways, so to me, so far it's been kind of fun trying the different scents and kind of getting an idea of what I like, what I don't like. I know I don't like yuzu. I don't like a lot of cinnamon. Just some things that I know that I try to stay away from now. Anyways, all right, so we've got the original, and I did not put the menthol in here. It does come with a separate tiny little plastic bottle of synthetic menthol, which you can, if you choose, dump in here. So I like that Scott does that. So those of you that like the menthol, you can put it in. Those of you that don't. I kind of prefer not to. Definitely pick up that citrusiness. I think it smells good. I would put the scent strength on the splash more on the 5+, and the soaps more probably like 4-ish scent strength. So, all right. So I definitely probably got my best shave so far with the Everyday, but I'm still feeling like to me, it wasn't really any different than the level 2, if I'm being honest, in what I can tell. I super enjoy the level 1. If I were to get a Charcoal Goods, the other Charcoal Goods, I would probably just get a level 1 and be happy with it at this point. And that could be because I'm a newer shaver and I like a little less blade feel. Definitely more blade feel on the Everyday to me than the level 1. To me, the level 1 is like would be like an everyday. And that's just my opinion. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you soon on the channel.